It's what day is today? Today is the 2nd, so today's the 3rd, February 3rd. Just be patient while I get my other phone fired up here. Yeah, but morning coffee talk. Nothing better. I got some time to kill today, which I don't mind. I don't mind having days that like I said, give me a minute here while I get my phone organized. Yeah, I don't mind having days that are kind of slow. You know what I mean? Today is kind of a slow day, which is fine. I've been running kind of hard, and I don't mind having a day where I get some rest and get to sleep in. And like I said, morning coffee. Hope everybody's got their coffee this morning. So yeah, I don't pick up until later this afternoon. Like I said, well, I'm completely cool with that. I like every now and then having a day that's kind of slow. A day that you don't feel rushed. A day that you can enjoy a hot breakfast if you want to go into the truck stop and get a breakfast, or a cafe down the road. No breakfast for me this morning. I did grab a donut with my coffee. Already ate that. So yeah, I thought I'd go live and kind of chat it up with you guys, see what everybody's up to. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope everybody stayed safe. But yeah, I don't know, it's been pretty good. There is a topic I kind of want to talk about, and it's I don't understand why interactions with truck drivers have to be so confrontational all the time. I watched two guys almost go fisticuffs. I had my phone ready. I was gonna film it. I've learned from Cash is King that you always film everything. You always have your phone ready. But they were just screaming at each other, swearing. I thought they were going to throw down, but they didn't. And I just don't understand why so many of our interactions are so confrontational, especially like right away in the morning. I think it's 9:30 in the morning Eastern time. So there's no reason for you to be that pissed off that you are screaming about to fight with somebody, and I just don't understand why it always comes to that. I understand that this is kind of at times can be a very stressful job, and gotta make appointments on time and crap like that, but to be that worked up where you literally are about to fight another driver, I really don't understand it. I can't think of a time that I have been that pissed off. Now, I've been pissed off, you get cut off, or you have a guy almost hit your trailer or something like that. I've been pissed off, but not to the point where I'm gonna honestly get out of my truck and go and yell at somebody. I'm not built that way, and B, I just don't think that's a smart idea. You never know how crazy somebody can be, and I don't want to get stabbed or shot. So yeah, I got my morning coffee from the good old TA this morning. The Dunkin' coffee. Cost $2, whatever. It's coffee. I wish I could make it in my truck, but can't do that. Get some of these comments here real quick. Don, good morning. No name. Shoveling snow here in Illinois. Fun. Oh, did you guys get a lot of snow? I heard that where I'm from, Minnesota and Wisconsin, was just super cold last night. I was talking to my wife, and she told me it was just freezing out. So, Don, what is that? You talking about snow, Don? DIY Semi. Is that my coffee too? No, I'm not drinking your coffee, bro. And look, I got a different sweatshirt on. I don't have your sweatshirt on today, DIY. And I didn't eat your sardines. I might have opened a can of salmon. Just saying. I'm just saying. I had never seen it before. I didn't open it. I did read it though. Aaron W. Snowed here in Illinois. Okay, cool. Cattle Holland, good morning. I'd like to listen, but got a load. I'll catch you later. All right, take it easy, Cattle Holland. Nomadic Brick, good morning, sir. You got your tea? Do you drink tea in the morning? I've heard you say you drink tea at night. Do you drink tea in the morning, or are you a coffee drinker? Sorry, I'm just looking at some of these comments coming in. Fate Trucking's promo code. Oh, shoot. My wife's texting me. Let me text her from this phone real quick. Just be patient. I'll text her from my other phone, let her know I'm live so she doesn't keep texting me. She might not recognize. No. Well, we'll see here. There she is. I'll text her from this phone. Sorry, everybody's going to walk out now, but just be patient. Live on the YouTube. Text this phone. Morning, sweetheart. Oh, I'm so sweet. So yeah, there we go. I just texted her from my other phone. We'll see if she responds to this phone. Now I'll go back to the comments over here. There was a good account in here I want to read. Where was it? Fate Trucking's promo code. Is there a coffee code for Dunkin' Donuts? No, I don't have a coffee code yet, but I'll work on that. Fate Trucking's promo code. No, Aaron, hey Britt. Yep, everybody's saying hi. Sloppy Party Bottom. I hate when they fight. Yeah, I hate when they fight too. Anyways, Sloppy, good morning. Alonzo. Look at the radar. Looks sketchy in Ohio River Valley. Half an inch of ice. Canceled my load out of there. Oh, wow. I'm in Ohio right now. Undisclosed location in Ohio. I don't see where I'm at. It's raining. It's really nice out though. It's warm this morning. So hopefully I don't run into any problems. I'm going from Ohio back to Illinois area. So if it is icy and snowy, I'll just take my time. And if I have to get off the road, I'll get off the road. But, you know, that's what we deal with out here. And, you know, that kind of gets to my point is there's so many things that we sometimes get stressed out about and we get pissed off at, whether it's stuff that's in our control or stuff that's out of our control. And then we show up to a truck stop, we're in a fuel island or whatever, and drivers are freaking going crazy on each other. I really just don't understand that. And maybe that's just my personality. Like, I am not a confrontational human being. And maybe that's kind of like where I live too, not far from where I live. You know, if you're in that area and like the east side of St. Paul or parts of Minneapolis, and I'm not saying, I know there's much worse places in the country, but like, you pop off to the wrong person and you're going to get shot. I mean, it's that simple. So I'm not a very controversial type of guy. Like, I don't want to start screaming at somebody or anything like that. Even if I'm sitting at a shipper or receiver for hours, I'm always like the pleasant driver that walks in and tries to be nice and courteous, while the other drivers are, you know, screaming at the people behind the glass. That never gets you anywhere. I understand though it's letting go of frustration, but it never really gets you anywhere. So yeah, where's everybody at this morning? You got your coffee? Let's have a coffee roundtable, some discussions. If you caught the live the other night, I was talking about purchasing another truck, and I'll tell you what, I waited one day and the truck got sold. I know there'll be another time, another deal that I see is there, and I have learned so many times in this last 13 months, if I think something is good, I should pull the trigger. And I didn't right away when I saw this truck, even though, you know, I'm not saying it would have worked out, but I did get some really solid advice from people that were telling me, hey, put the down payment down, do this. And I was just scared to do it. That's the best answer I can give you, is I was a little bit hesitant. I overthought the situation. And then when I called yesterday to get the truck, to put the money down, it was gone. The benefit is the salesman said, hey, the company that we buy these trucks from, I think we're buying a couple more in a week or two. So he took my number down and he said he would give me a call if more trucks came in. They did have a couple of trucks on their lot that were consignment trucks. Listen to this. A 2012 Mack CXU 613 has 1 million miles on it. You know what the guy wants for it? The the salesman's like, hey, I can't come down on price at all. This is what it is. The guy wants $55,000 for that truck. And the thing is, he might get it. Like, I think that's crazy. I'd be interested to hear what you guys have to say. I think that is a crazy price, especially when you're, you know, I mean, you're doing a consignment sale, so the dealership is going to get a portion of whatever they sell the truck for. But $55,000 for a 2012 Mac with 1 million miles on it, man, that's crazy. I have no interest in that. Yeah, I kind of told him that. But Nomadic Brit, oh, Don, no, I meant extra time. I'm sorry, I lost where you meant. Oh, what is that, extra time? Yeah, you know, like I said, extra time, some of us like it and some of us don't. I am of the ilk of, I like to just keep running. I don't like to sit for long periods of time. However, the last few days have been kind of tough, and what I mean by that is just there's no time for anything. Like my sleeping patterns were kind of weird. I had to go and pick up another trailer for one of the trucks that broke down and bring it out to where I delivered last night. And to be honest with you, I walked over, I got a burrito from a Chipotle that's not far from where I am, a couple miles. And I ate that burrito and I fell right to sleep. And I didn't wake up until 7:30 this morning. I don't mind that. Like, I like that every now and then, to sleep in, to do my laundry. I went and did laundry already this morning. Grabbed my coffee, took a really good hot shower. You know, I don't mind having some days that are just slow. It allows me to kind of regroup and get ready for what's next. I mean, like I said, I pick up later this afternoon and I have to be in Illinois tomorrow morning. It's not a far drive. It's like 350 some miles, but I'll probably drive it overnight. So it's good to have this day of just relaxing. Eat when I want to eat. If I want to take a nap, I can take a nap. I like those days. Nomadic Brit, prefer tea, but coffee is fine. Yeah, I was curious about that. You know, like I said, I've heard you go live or on your videos and you're talking about making a cup of tea. Be interested, you know. My wife likes tea. I don't really drink much tea. And certainly the tea I drink is not what you're drinking, you know, sweet iced tea or whatever. You know, I do like that occasionally. Sloppy Party Bottom. Good morning, Miss Fate Truckin'. Is Miss Fate trucking it? Oh, no, it's because I was texting her. Alonzo, look at the radar. Okay, yeah. I think I'm all caught up on the chat. I don't know. Maybe it got goofy when I texted my wife. Oh, no, see, here's more. Sorry. Just got back to my terminal in New York. That's Don. Okay. I was just in, I think I consider that, I don't know what it's considered, upstate New York or whatever. I was in Kirkwood, just north of like Scranton, Pennsylvania. I took a load out of Kirkwood, brought it back to the Midwest. And I really like that area, Don. Well, where's your terminal located? Because I like that part of New York, the Syracuse, Tully, like that part of New York's pretty damn cool. I don't go down to the city. To be honest, I don't see the need to, and I've never done it. So maybe I'm a little bit nervous. And I've watched a video of another YouTuber yesterday that was in the Bronx, I think. That was pretty cool, but I don't know if I'd want to deal with that, to be honest with you. So I've never been to New York City, but I do like that northern part of New York. No name. Anyone see the video of the plow truck in PA that was flying down the interstate, shooting snow from westbound to eastbound, damaging many vehicles? I did see that video. It came out a couple of days ago, right? Where, yeah, a plow truck was flying down the road, spraying snow into the other lane, snow and ice, and it was hitting cars. And one car lost control and ended up in the ditch. The semi that was in front of that car, thank God he was going slow enough, because that could have been a bad accident there. I did see that. If that's the video you're talking about, I did see that the other day. You know, I thought they weren't supposed to create a wake. You know, I'm not a snowplow truck driver, but I see the signs all the time when, you know, you're on an overpass or something, no wake, and that guy didn't give a crap, evidently. Dude knew exactly what he is doing. Okay. Dude knew exactly what he was doing. Do you know about that stuff, Aaron? Aaron W? Because I don't. That's upstate New York. I go up there too. Okay, Nomadic. Yeah. I don't want to say the wrong terminology. I mean, it might show how green I am. But yeah, I consider that upstate New York, and I really like that area. But I like that whole lane. That is a lane that I really like to run. I like to run out east, and when I say out east, I'm talking like Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, head south sometimes over by Virginia, and then head back to the Midwest. I really like that lane. And honestly, when I think about maybe expanding and hiring a driver, that's kind of the lane I'd want that driver to run. Just do out and backs. I know it's can be profitable, and B, it's an easy lane. I mean, you're on one or two highways the whole time, you know. Don, I'm 4 hours south of Syracuse, 90 miles north of the city. Okay, it's a nice area. So you're kind of still in like the hills and mountainy area, right? I consider those mountains. I consider Pennsylvania mountains. That's due to based on where I'm from, is we don't have. You get into northern Minnesota up by Duluth and north of Duluth. You have cliffs and really big hills, but they're not mountains. You know, so I consider this stuff mountains out here. Aaron W, I'm saying he was doing it on purpose to be a dick. Oh, that makes sense. The other trucker, James Best. Good morning, sir. How you doing? You're not live, well, obviously, no, you're not live. If you go live, all eight people watching this are gone. That's fine, though. I get it. It's because you busy working on myself. Okay. All right. Yeah, like I said, I wanted to do a morning coffee roundtable type of thing. I don't know about you guys, but I've been watching some really good YouTube lately. You know, I'm not going to drop names right now, but a couple of people are in this chat, you know, where there's some really good knowledge out there. And something my mentor and I were talking about yesterday that I really believe in is, you know, if you're new to being an owner operator, new to being a truck driver, if you sit around or interact with people that have a lot of knowledge in this industry, you're going to become one of those people really quickly. And what I mean by that is you're going to gain the knowledge and experience and patience that you need to be successful in this career. Because it's not just all owner operators. I mean, there's really good company jobs out there right now that, had I not taken this chance 13 months ago, I might go be a company driver for one of these big companies or smaller companies, because they're paying outrageous money right now. But like I was getting at, if you sit around people with knowledge or ask the right questions to people that have the answers, and here's the thing that I've noticed. When I talk to people, they don't have the answer. They kind of tell me, hey, I don't know about that. Talk to this person. Those are the people I like to surround myself with, because A, I'm not getting bad misinformation, and B, they're leading me to people that have the answers to the questions that I have. And those are the people I like to surround myself with. You know, you all know DIY Semi is such a smart guy, and the fact that I'm leased onto him, I can pick his brain about things, but that's also led to me having a very good circle and network of other people in this industry that, you know, has cut my learning curve in half. It's taken me a long time to see that. They've told me that time and time again, and I never wanted to believe them. But when I look at things now, I watched a guy trying to back into a dock yesterday. Now, I understand that a mentor is not going to really teach you how to back into a dock. You should already have that skill if you have a CDL. But, you know, we could talk about maintenance on trucks. We can talk about preparing for things. I I think it's important to have those type of people on your side and not just be out here willy-nilly running solo and thinking you know the answers to everything. Some people might know that. I mean, they might, and they might be very successful. I know that wouldn't work for me. So if I have any advice to give to the new driver or the new owner operator, is listen, pay attention. The people that are in your corner are there to help you. Respect them and follow some guidance. It's okay to follow guidance. It's okay to say you don't know something. And watch YouTube. Like I said, there's some good channels out right now with people that are dropping some good information. And just because you might watch this person doesn't mean you have to agree with everything they say, but take the good information. You know what I mean? A couple of people trucking with a gun in it. Wow. Hey. Well, delete what you want to delete, I guess. It protects me. I appreciate that. I am a really small channel, and I don't, like I said, I don't like to deal with controversy. So if you guys feel the need to block a comment, go ahead. If it's a funny comment, leave it up. I don't care. I don't care. Sorry, Don. Yeah, city country living, LOL. Okay. Nomadic Brit. Scott, the two I have blocked are trolls. Your choice if you want to restain. Okay. That's fine. I appreciate that. I like I said, I do appreciate it. You know, I am such a small channel, and the people that watch this, I mean, there's 9-10 people in here right now. You guys are like the core people, you know, the Aaron W's, the Nomadic Brits, the DIY Semis, the Insult Investor, the Alonzos. I mean, to be honest with you now, James Best, you've been in here a few times. You guys are like the core of my channel. So if you think you should block a comment or something like that, by all means do it. If it's a joke, let it slide. You know what I mean? But I appreciate it. Insult Investor, good morning, sir. So did you check out the fuse idea? So you know what? I went back and watched the live to click on the link that you dropped, and the link was no longer there. So no, I did not watch it. Not because I didn't want to. I went back to the live and rewatched it with the live chat in the feed or whatever, and it wasn't there anymore. Email it to me. You have my email address. Email it to me. But yeah, I mean, like that. I don't know this Insult Investor guy, but he's given me, you know, maybe helpful information on an issue that I had with my truck. That's kind of the stuff that I think we should do more of, is help people out. And I'm seeing that on YouTube more and more. Like I said, I don't want to like be name dropping people because I don't know if they would appreciate that, but there's a lot of people talking a lot of good things right now. And obviously you have the DIY Semis of the world, the Cash is Kings. Those are the channels I watch like religiously. And then you have the James Bests and the stuff he's doing now, and how I got to see other channels based off of the people that are in his channel. So yeah, there's good information out there right now. And I think as a new driver or new owner operator, or even if you've been doing it a while, you might learn something. And I believe in that. I believe in trying to learn new things every day. You've heard me preach that before. And I think that's a good skill to have as a truck driver, is not being complacent and having the ability to like take advice. Not everybody takes advice well. But yeah, hit the thumbs up for me if you haven't yet. I would appreciate it. But yeah, thought I'd go live, share my coffee with you this morning. And you know, I know it's just kind of a ramble fest, but I was thinking about that this morning walking out of the truck stop when I saw those two guys fighting. And I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand. Share something in the chat. Like, what has gotten you so pissed off that you think you should get out of your truck? Now, I understand if somebody hits you. Like, I get that aspect of it. But what out here drives you to the point that you think like getting in somebody's face is going to solve anything? I don't think that solves anything. I actually think that creates kind of more drama in your life and more drama in the person that you're arguing with life. You know what I mean? And you're going to think about it the minute you put the truck into gear. You're going to drive out of this truck stop at 50 miles an hour and maybe hit something. Or, you know, you might get in a confrontation with somebody and get hurt. Like, I don't think there's anything, you know, I don't think there's anything worth you like sacrificing your, you know, your health or your well-being out here on the road to get into a fight with somebody. I just don't see it. But yeah, I'm kind of still waiting to hear about my truck. I called yesterday. They still hadn't gotten into the shop. I'm gonna call again today. Hopefully they can get it in. This is kind of turning. I don't want to like hound the shop, but I also want to be that squeaky wheel. You know what I mean? I'm only talking to one guy in the shop, so every time I call, I ask for the same guy. He knows who I am now. He makes fun of my accent. Evidently, I have a heavy accent. He thought I was from Canada when I first started talking to him when I dropped my truck off. But yeah, I want my truck to get at least diagnosed. Like, I want that done. And I mean, the truck's been there a week now, you know, and I understand that they might be short-staffed, or the reality is when I drop my truck off there, this place is just packed with trucks. And I don't want to be one of those drivers that I've heard on YouTube, to be honest with you, that their truck is in a shop for 6 months. I don't want that to be me. But if it is, it is. I don't want it to be. But yeah, share an experience that you had that you thought getting super pissed off, or give me some advice on how I should handle talking to a mechanic, to a shop, you know, to try and see if they can get my truck in ahead of somebody else's. So, oh wow, sorry I missed a couple of these chats. Is your truck in the shop yet? DIY semi. Nope, it's at the shop. It's not in the shop yet. I'll try Insult Investor. Okay, I see you dropped that link again. I'll try emailing you again, but don't know if it went. Okay. Alonzo, do you think I was a bit hasty on canceling the Cincinnati area loads for tomorrow? Just trying to utilize my intel. No, if you think that's the right thing to do, then do it. I mean, I am not a guru that should tell you how to operate your business, but if you think the weather's bad and you've done your research, by all means, then do it. You know, if it protects you and your equipment, that's a good thing. Don't look at that as a bad thing. And if you can afford to wait a day, wait a day. You know what I mean? I don't see a problem with that, Alonzo. DIY semi, are you going to start a dispatch service? No, I don't have enough experience in that. And I have no interest in dispatching anybody. I have a hard enough time running my own loads DIY. The Insult Investor, had a guy get out of his 18-wheeler at a truck stop and cost me for parking next to him with a 4-wheel Suburban that I was sleeping in. He yelled at me, but he was wrong. You know, he's wrong for like yelling at you. I do know truck stops have like little bobtail areas. If you're taking up a big spot for a semi, I would drive by you and curse you out as I'm driving by you, to be honest. And I mean no disrespect, because there's not enough parking for trucks. We're very limited on where we can park and take our 10-hour break. So if I pissed you off by saying I wouldn't take up a truck parking spot, I apologize, but I don't think you should do that. There's so many spots that you can park your Suburban that we cannot park these trucks. So if you're out on the road doing a cross-country trip, try and understand that if you take the last spot in that truck stop, you're maybe making a trucker spend the night on the side of the road, which is a dangerous place for a truck to be. I don't think you should spend the night on the side of the road, but there's more parking for you than there is, 18-wheelers. I don't think he should have gotten out and screamed at you, but, like I said, I would curse you out as I drove by the spot, to be honest. And so the truck stop told him he was in the wrong, and I called his trucking company and told him what he did. Yeah, that's fine. Not worth your job. Absolutely. Fully agree with that, James Best. It's not worth your job. And how quick everybody is to film everything these days, it most certainly could mean your job. I know you're a fleet owner. I know my fleet owner would be very disappointed in me if the name of his company was broadcasted on YouTube and I'm acting like a jackass. I know he would be, I probably wouldn't have a job. I mean, in all honesty, I wouldn't have a job, and I'm sure you would conduct your, you would make your driver do the same thing. Like, we're supposed to be professional, and I know that's a loose term, but we're supposed to be professional, and we should kind of act like it. We should act like it by, like, the attire we wear, how we look when we walk into shippers and receivers, how we interact with them. We should act more professional at times. DIY semi-trucking more. Alonzo, canceling loads isn't a great idea if you're already signed up for them. That being said, if it's unavoidable, that's different. Yeah, Seal, that's a good point. See, that's somebody that has knowledge in this industry versus somebody that's 13 months into it. Yeah, it's not a good idea to cancel loads once you book them. I know there's a lot of brokers that, would like, 24 hours, 48 hours notice where it might not penalize you as much. But just like what DIY Semi said, yeah, it's a good idea. But if it can't be avoided, it can't be avoided. And the other thing is, Alonzo, you might be able to pick the load up. And the minute you pick the load up, call the broker and be like, hey, the weather's too bad. Can you try and reschedule my appointment time for delivery? That's something you can do too. That's something I've had to do. I've been shut down a couple of times, and thank goodness it's worked in my favor where I haven't had to sit on a load for multiple days, but I've had to reschedule appointments because of weather. Maybe I'm wrong here, but I think a broker would rather try and reschedule a load than not have the load delivered at all. Sorry. I don't recognize that number. Anyways. Insult investor, so he left. Okay. Oh, the guy that was bothering you? Yeah, I mean, if you're in the spot, you're in the spot. Like I said, I don't think the guy should have gotten out of the truck and argued with you at all. You're in the spot, you're in the spot. Stop I was at was specifically allows 4-wheelers to sleep there. I picked the spot that an 18-wheeler couldn't get into. Okay. So that's all the knowledge. Yeah, you did what was right. And in all honesty, just because I think you might be wrong doesn't mean that you're wrong. Or, you know what I mean? Like, situations are different all the time. So just because I think something might be right or wrong doesn't mean it is. I don't think the world revolves around me, although I wish it did. Insult. I didn't just park in an easy spot, so F you too then. Yeah, dude, like I said, man, I'm not going to be disrespectful to you. I just, I've driven by and seen cars in truck spots and cursed them out when I've done it. You know what I mean? Because I don't have many options to park when I need to pull over to take my break. That is required by law. If I'm in a 4-wheeler, it's not required that I stop. It is when I'm in an 18-wheeler, You cuss me out, you get the bottle thrown at your truck. Don't throw anything at my truck. And like I said, if I curse you out, I'm cursing you out from inside the cab of my truck. where you can't hear me. Like I said, I avoid confrontation. I am not a person that wants to engage in screaming matches or yelling matches with people. That's just, it's unproductive. Doesn't solve anything. And then you're pissed off. You know, at least me, like, I get pissed off at those situations. That affects how I drive. It's not worth it to me. I try and keep a level head all day. I laugh at the stupidity that I see out here because laughter is better than anger. So, DIY. Cash is king. Hey, good morning, sir. DIY Semi, that was the shop calling about your truck. I didn't think about that. I did not think about that. Huh. Could be. Maybe I should call them back. Oh man, there's a lot of people in here. Good morning. Just unloaded here in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Waiting to get my clock back. Going to get some skid steers going back south if the roads are good. Okay. Drive safe. LOL, the investor, yeah. You know what? I'm going to get off this live right now. DIY Semi made a very valid point. That could be the shop calling me about my truck and I just ignored their phone call. So I'm going to get off here. Thank you, everybody, coming in. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up for me. I really appreciate everybody coming in here this morning, sharing a cup of coffee with me. Stay safe out there. Until next time, you know what it is. Well, keep on trucking.